That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people. It's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.
Holland against the United States, right? Holland against the USA. Scotland. Welcome back to the World Masters Hockey World Cup for 2022. It is a fascinating contest about to begin between the USA and Scotland in the women's division. We're really looking forward to another fantastic day of hockey. It's been a wonderful couple of days leading up to this, and we're expecting nothing less. The weather has certainly got a lot better in Cape Town than yesterday. It's a nice sunny day here in Cape Town. Not a single breeze, and that's the most important thing as the players get underway at the foot of Table Mountain. It's Scotland in the white and blue skirts up against the Americans in their traditional navy blue with white strip. And Scotland launch an early attack down the right-hand side, looking to make a circle entry, but the USA pick it up before giving back to Scotland. A big ball into the center. There is a circle entry, and it will be a short corner within the first minute of the game to Scotland. A really promising start by the Scots, and they will have an opportunity for an early goal. Scotland have set up the castle in the centre of the D. 2 players to the right, 1 closest. We wait for the injection. Ball comes out. Played back to the pusher. Takes the shot by the goalkeeper. The American goalkeeper, she's up to the task. And every goalkeeper likes an early save just to get the feel on the pads and get herself into the game. And that's exactly what the USA did there. It's a really promising start by Scotland with that early short corner. They're looking like a side that are going to be full of running in these early stages. Scotland could push off the right foot. Cross comes in, but that's a great save by the American goalkeeper, just getting a stick to the ball because there was a Scottish player on the left post waiting for the deflection. But that's great agility by the American goalkeeper. She's really shown that she's up for the task. A save from the short corner and now a stick save as well. So really amped for this game this morning. America on the attack now. Scotland showing good attacking foray down the right, but it's the pass on this occasion just not able to go to a teammate. Great ball across the field of play. She just transferring the area of pressure. And Scotland really showing that they are prepared to play the ball across the halves. But America, they're just pushing up, taking a step up. But Scotland, so calm, so easy, moving the ball around. It's good battle in the midfield. As Scotland make some yards, and they're pushing it towards into the circle. There's a circle entry. She plays it across and gives the American goalkeeper the chance to make the save. Could possibly been a little bit more selfish and had the shot herself, but instead looked for a teammate. And the American goalkeeper has shown that she's has great anticipation, and that's a third save already for the morning. A real promising start here by the Scots. They've just the way they've passed the ball around has put America under pressure. But this could be an opportunity for the US to break out. That's a good turn in the middle. Gets away from the first defender. Looks for a teammate who's battling away. But Scotland have seemed to reclaim the ball. The Scottish centre-back picks it up, finds a left half, who finds a teammate in the middle of the field. Good turn, and that's what Scotland have done really well. They've just been able to just transfer the points of pressure, and that's beautiful by Scotland. But as we sing their praises, they don't pick up a pass. But wonderful hockey here by Scotland. Very calm, very composed. Scotland setting up a very good defensive structure to not give the US many outlets. Somehow America do find a way, and they wanting to take it quickly, but the umpire just calling them back. And America's first opportunity to move into the Scottish circle area goes begging, and it's an easy clearance for the Scots. Scotland once again on the attack, deep in the right-hand corner. They get the free hit. Battling away, good pressure by America, forcing these Scots all the way to the 22, and as they look for the big ball into the middle, but it's picked up by the US, who have just started to look a lot more solid at the back. is a good opportunity for Scotland if she can get past her defender. She does win the free hit. And Scots take it quickly, moves towards the byline, and forces a short corner. Great pressure here by Scotland. And they will have another opportunity to open the scoring here at Heart of LB. Scotland slipped it to the left in their first short corner. They've set up plenty of runners on the right. And that's exactly where they go. But that was a little bit too premeditated. Everybody was positioned on the right-hand side, and the Americans could read it very easily, which they did. And the chance goes a begging. Once again, the American goalkeeper called into action and makes the save, but the umpire is deemed illegally, and Scotland will have their third short corner in a very short space of time. Once again, they positioned on the right-hand side. 4 players waiting. Was easily dealt with earlier by the US. Comes out. Slap back in. There's an opportunity on the edge of the D. But the American defender just gets a stick in the way just in time, in the nick of time. And Scotland still not able to get a clear shot on goal from a short corner. Scotland move towards the D. The players just happens quite often here at Hartley Vale. The two pitches are quite close to each other, and when the whistle does go on the A pitch, the players tend to stop. But Scotland will have another opportunity. As I was saying, when the whistle does go on the A field, sometimes it does affect the players on the B field, and everybody just stops. It's quite everybody looks quite silly though, but play does go on. And here's an opportunity for America. They've been pegged back in their own half for much of the game. Once again, Scotland deal with it very comfortably. America stuck deep in their far left-hand corner, and they turn over possession to Scotland. Really promising start to this first chukka by Scotland. They've been the team on the ascendancy. They've created opportunities. They've had at least 3 short corners, and they'd be wanting to convert that pressure into goals. because America will get stronger the longer it does stay at 0-0. The overhead, attempted overhead. Scotland not afraid to play the ball around the back. It's a good pass and picked up. We're reaching close to the end of this first chukker here at Hartley Vale. And America, we've been under pressure for much of it. They are able to clear, but Scotland will come again. That's a free hit. They take it quickly. Gets the circle entry, but it is... that is the hooter for the end of the first chukker. Very much Scotland were the aggressors and dominant, but unfortunately not able to open up the scoring as yet, and America with lots to do coming back into the second chukker. Day 4 here at the World Masters Hockey World Cup for 2022. It's Scotland up against the Americans. Scotland in their blue skirts and white tops, and the Americans in their traditional navy blue and white. It's been a fascinating contest thus far, with Scotland very much in the ascendancy, and the American goalkeeper who's been under pressure, but she's been up to the task. She's made at least 4 saves already, a couple from a few short corners as well, just to keep Scotland at bay. But the Americans will look to transfer a bit of pressure of their own and try to get into the business area of the Scots. Scotland working their way down the right-hand touchline, but not picked up. So the US will have an opportunity to clear. Scotland's have utilized the high press quite effectively, not giving the Americans any clear opportunities to. And that's exactly as we see what happens when Scotland do press as they do. It just puts America under pressure and they make a few unforced errors. Scotland on the ball. Plays it back to centre half. And this is where, as we've said, where Scotland have been really good. They've managed just to easily find an exit route. And suddenly they're on the halfway line once again as the Lynx have the ball and now can even push forward and create an attack through Joyce Robertson, who battles away and wins it back. Does Robertson. Scotland finding their centre link with ease. Ball goes back to the right. Played into the circle, but once again the American goalkeeper, she's very alert and off her line very quickly. And it's America with a rare opportunity to launch an attack if she can find a teammate, which she does. Looks up for the long pass. Finds Nori Smith. And it's Shafran Siegel on the ball now. And it is the Americans who are on the attack through Smith. She wins the free hit with a strong punch. Smith on the ball. But Scotland turn over the possession, and as quickly as they were under pressure on defense, they were able to launch another attack. Intercepted by America. Setzer did really well there. Kelly Setzer. She firstly intercepted the pass and then won the free for her team. Looking for runners ahead of her. Finds Smith. That's good play by the US. Looking to go back that way. but it is intercepted by Scotland. And Americans just showing a little bit more enterprise and attack here, and showing that they're also here to play, and they won't just sit back. As Smith looks for the big ball into the circle, but it's intercepted by Scotland, who throws a lovely overhead. Good battle here on the right-hand side. Frick makes the pass for the US. Scotland, though, working their way towards the D. The goalkeeper praying really high of the US, and she's just having to be pushed back. Good communication here by the Scots, just getting their players. That's a beautiful ball into the circle. Shot comes in, but America have managed to regroup. But a stunning ball from the Scottish centre half that just unlocked the US defense. Scotland on the attack, playing it around the defenders, looking for the opening. And America do manage to reclaim possession. It's a much more even second chukker thus far. The Americans have had a little bit more of the ball and asked a few more questions of the Scots, as we still await the opening goal. And that's a good interception by Frick. She's looking for a couple of runners on the right-hand side. And by the time she looked up, the Scottish defense had pushed back. Frick still on the ball. Unfortunately, the pass is not a clean one. It's picked up, though, by Feta. Dangerous ball, but that's the confidence that the Scots do have when they play the ball down the back. Bit of a midfield tussle here with both the Americans and the Scots just standing firm, not allowing any long balls to be played through. Scotland reclaim possession through their very powerful centre half who launches an attack down the left-hand side, and there's plenty of space and a striker up front if she can find her, which she does on the edge of the D. The ball comes across, and all it needed was a clean stop, and it would have been a shot at goal. But unfortunately, just a little bit too powerful for the Scottish striker. And it's played out wide by the Scots. But a really entertaining clash. There hasn't been any goals, but there's been no lack of action, with the US really strong on defense, and particularly the goalkeeper has been very impressive, keeping the Scots at bay. Ball played wide to the right. Good interception by the US. Could potentially have been very dangerous had the Scottish left wing picked it up. Ball comes in. Once again, the American defense just standing tall. big collision here in the centre of the park. Scotland looked to play on quickly, but the umpires have just called time. We're approaching the end of the second chukka here. Still no goals between these sides. Scotland have had the better opportunities, but not have been able to convert. They're playing beautiful hockey, just confidently smashing it around between the defenders. I probably need to be a little bit more clinical in the final third. That's where it's just been lacking a little bit, with the Americans sitting really deep and allowing them to come to them. They're going to find a way through, especially past that impressive goalkeeper. And as we said, that is the halftime whistle here between Scotland and the US. Still goalless between these two teams. We'll see you back in a short while. Welcome back to the second half of this World Masters Hockey World Cup clash between Scotland and the Americans. And it's as the Scots started the first half, that's exactly the way they start the second half, with a short corner in the first minute. The Scots were really comfortable in the first half, and they came out with plenty of fire, unable to crack open this American defense though. But they will have an early opportunity here in the second. They're setting up a little bit differently. They had very much dominant on the right-hand side in the first half. They go left here. Slap comes in. And we will have a P stroke for the Scots. It seemed like the American defender just got a foot on it who was on the line. But this is the opportunity that Scotland have been waiting for. The American keeper, she's been impressive, and she's going to be up it again. And that is exactly what she does. We've said how good this American goalkeeper has been. And she makes another save to keep the score goalless. It's just she doesn't want to be beaten today. And suddenly America filled with confidence by the goalkeeper's heroics as they work their way into the middle. Cannot stress how impressive this American goalkeeper has been today. She's made a string of saves in the first half, and then early in the second, she's made a save of a P-flick. Once again, this American goalkeeper just, she's been easily the player of the game thus far, with another save to force a long corner from that shot. And she's going to have to be at her best again, because Scotland have forced a short corner here. Their second one of the second half, and at some point they're going to have to convert all this pressure into points on the scorecard. They've split up their castles once more. Shot comes in. Once again, the US keeper makes the save and gets this American goalkeeper. Where does she come from? Because she's been absolutely superb. Easily the best goalkeeper that we've seen on display thus far in the tournament. the ball through early by Scotland. It's good attack on the down the left. And that seemingly put it on the foot once more for the short corner. And she is questioning the umpire, but the umpire is not having any of it. Shot comes in, and once again the goalkeeper just putting the striker off, and it goes agonizingly past the left and upright. And America living dangerously, but the Scots just not able to finish off in that final third. The US battling away. Here's an opportunity for Scotland into the circle. Staying low, good defense by America, just pushing them back. That's fantastic defending by Frick of the US. She stayed low and she ensured the Scots weren't going to get through. It's into the circle once more. There has been a little mistake by Scotland, and America will be able to begin from all the way back in their 22. Feature of Scotland's game has been the communication from the back, just directing the traffic in front of them to really set up the defensive structures very well. And that's really put the US under pressure, not allowed them to create any outlets. Here is a potential circle entry for Scotland. Ball does come in, but it's dealt with well by the Americans, and the Scots will come down the right-hand side again, find the winger. that is the umpire just blowing a whistle, showing that she won't tolerate any of that. The Scottish players, they would be seemingly getting a little bit frustrated. Yeah, deep into the third chuck already. They've created all the opportunities, all the short corners, and even a P flick that wasn't able to be converted by Janet Jack. And they would think that they are deserving of a goal as they look to make another circle entry here. They have a free hit on the edge. But the Americans also have to be commended for their spirit in defense. They haven't let up, particularly that goalkeeper. And once again gets a boot on it. She's an all-action keeper, isn't she? America just haven't had the opportunity to get forward and push players forward due to the pressure that Scotland have placed them under throughout. The crispness of the Scottish passes has been a feature of the game, as you see once again. Scotland get a circle entry. But they're still just not able to find that cutting edge in goal that they're looking for. Ball comes up. That's the opener. Is that the opening goal? And it's just agonizingly goes past dribbles past the left upright. And that is the closest Scotland have come, but also the furthest, because they've had all the chances and just not been able to capitalize. And that should break the Scottish bench's hearts, for they thought that was the opener. It seemed that the American goalkeeper was finally beaten, but she knew angles and it just slipped past the post. Lots of action in the goal mouth there, but still nothing coming from it. As America still managed to hang on. And that is the end of the first chukka. Once again, the Scots dominating all the play, even getting a P flick, but just not able to convert the chances. And time is running out as we head into the final chukka in a few moments. We're back here for the final chukka, and Scotland still searching for that opening goal. They've had short corners in those first minutes of each half, and it looked like there was another one coming there. But they'll get a little bit tense in this final chukka. They've been the ones making all the play, but not having the opportunity to breach that American defense. Whereas America, in contrast, they'll feel that the longer they just hold on, they could just sneak something on the break. And that would be one of the great Odini escapes, for they've been really under pressure, and thankful to their goalkeeper for just keeping them in the game. Another chance for Scotland goes a beating. Scotland starting another attack from the back. The centre half making good forward play. But America once again just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. Once again, a great tackle there by the Americans, just foiling the Scots when it seemed like there was a bit of space behind the US defense. But this could be the opportunity the Americans were looking for as they look towards making a circle entry through Kelly Setzer. But the touchline does ball played into the circle. The US over the rare circle entry, but Scotland, and they do win the free hit on the edge of the circle. Scotland's got to be aware now, for this is the Americans who are on the attack, and it's thrown in, but not able to find the deflection, and the Scottish goalkeeper, who's been very much a spectator, unlike a US counterpart in this game, just letting it through. That's a good ball to Maureen Wixon. She finds Karen Wilson, at least Carol Allison. Joyce Robertson on the ball. Big hit into the circle. Normand tries again. Gives it to Pam Big. But there's just a sea of navy blue shirts around her. And Wixon will try again. Wixon on the ball, gets into the circle. But it will be a hit out to the US, who've just been so courageous in defense. Their coach, and they give it straight back to Miller. And that is the errors that could cost the US, as the Scots now have another short corner. And surely this is the time where they have to find that opening goal. Ball comes in, but it is saved once again by the US keeper. American goalkeeper just loves the ball on the boot, doesn't she? She clears for touch. And the Scots will look to start another attack. Ball comes in. That's the circle entry. The goalkeeper's out of position. Is that the opening goal? And that is what Scotland have been waiting for. They've been having to work so hard for that. And it's once the goalkeeper's out of position, it was an opener. And the goal is scored by Ann Menzies. It's been coming for so long. The American war has stood firm. But finally it's been breached here in the fourth chukker. And Scotland have the lead. America now, they can't sit back any longer. They've have to now find a way to get that equalizer. It's been a fantastic effort on defense. But they're now having to find a way to open up. Scotland with another short corner. They've got the opening goal. And now they're looking to just ram home their advantage. Played out to the left. Flick comes into the goalkeeper, though she's up for the task. She's really been impressive, the American goalkeeper. And was just unfortunate with that the goal that Scotland eventually got. As you once again, she's off her line, makes the save. And there'll be another short corner for the Scots. There's 5 minutes remaining in this clash. Remember that's the O55 World Masters Hockey World Cup. Scotland versus the United States. Scotland with a slender 1-goal lead. They go to the left again. Not stopped cleanly. Comes back though. Ball's played into the... cool, but it's America on the ball. Is this the chance that they're going to find to move into Scottish territory? But they are overwhelmed by white shirts. That's a bit of space on the right for the Americans. Captain Jack on the ball, who unfortunately takes out our own teammate in Menzies. And America with a rare opportunity here in the Scottish half. The ball gets played into the circle, but it runs out wide, and there is no further opportunity. America still holding firm, but they're needing to get the ball on the other side of the field if they are going to equalize. Scotland on the ball once more. Jack, the captain. Fantastic work to keep it in field by White. And it will allow her to restart the game for Mumbai. Strong defense by America, able to turn over the possession. Good work by Andrews. She's going to... And that is the final whistle here at the Hartlepool Stadium. The Americans, they were solid in defense throughout, but eventually the wall was breached by Scotland, and they ran out convincing 1-0 victors.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.